What is up, guys? This is the Merc with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Merc with the Mic. I'm joined by Lou Beans.
What is up? What is up?
My words are all sluthered today. I'm like on medicine and shit like that. I've been
Okay.
sick. I caught a flu the last couple days, and I've just been like,
You caught it by watching that terrible games play. I mean,
yeah,
that terrible Jets gameplay. Oh my
yeah.
god,
That's
that
what got me
kicker!
sick. That
It
kicker
was
got me sick.
contagious.
Yeah, fuck that
Oh,
kicker. So a lot of wrestling this week, like usual. We'll have our predictions for Clash of Champions that's coming up tonight. We'll have our weekend wrestling review, and we'll have other news in the wrestling world, and some of the podcasts you should check out and listen to as well. There's a lot of ones that are coming out this week on Monday. Definitely check out the one with Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae on Lynn Garcia's podcast, Chasing Glory.
ah. Make sure you check out the Jericho podcast that happened last week, so you can hear him talk about all his catchphrases and the art of maintaining a catchphrase in
Yeah,
wrestling. Really good stuff.
a lot of respect. A lot of respect for Jericho. I love Jericho. I think
Oh my
that's one of
goodness.
my big reasons of watching AEW is Chris Jericho.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah,
He's so good.
so good, and no one's like him. Like in this time, there's no one like that could touch him right now
Mm-mm.
in that
He's
sense.
actually. I'm saying it now. Watch in history, just like there will be people who do draw from him in a major way, like in the future. But as of right now, he is still blazing an original path in history in
So
professional wrestling.
my thing I'm gonna say with Jericho, I'm gonna get a lot of probably backlash for this, and honestly, this is my opinion only, so I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I think Chris Jericho is the nowadays Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, you don't think he's like? I think he's
He's
surpassed
I think
Flair
he's
for.
I think he's the modern day Ric Flair. So what Ric Flair did within the 70s and 80s, which was his straight up and 90s, was just straight up prime with his promos and everything like that, and how he
Mhm.
brought everything together. I think Jericho is doing it within the last like 20 years of his career. And then he's going now. He's in AEW. He's going around the world defending his title, kind of like what Ric Flair did back in the day as well.
Yeah, they did talk about that. That's
Yeah.
true.
So he was actually a world champion
But I
in a
think
sense,
I would I would dare to say, although his legacy of championships is not as great,
and that's
I,
fine.
I would say maybe honestly his body of work is, for lack of a better term, it's better than Flair now.
Yeah.
Like what he's done in maybe in the past 20 years. And I mean for the business of professional wrestling,
Yeah.
it's quite possibly better than what Flair did in his last few years, like when he was still the man. Because this whole thing is ridiculous, dude. Like he legitimately went out to create, to help create an entire federation from the bottom up.
And that is true. And honestly,
Nobody's done
Ric
that.
Flair couldn't do that with TNA when he was there.
Ric Flair couldn't do that with. I'm talking about like when you think of historical things, like you say NWA. Remember that was an established organization before he got there.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not trying to diminish his legacy, but when you think about people who came from something, got great,
Yeah.
had some of the most, you know, just memorable matches, held some of the most coveted titles, and then left the spotlight to create another place for their own literal spotlight. That's ridiculous, and is I don't think that's ever been done.
He made two spotlights. Not only did he did like acting, and he TV showed host, and he did like fucking game shows and things like that. He has a successful rock band.
I'm about to say, let's not forget, he's a legitimate rock star. He played with like, I forgot which band it was he played with, like literally this weekend.
Yeah, yeah, he was with Fozzy. He was on the in the Iron Maiden tour.
My Iron Maiden. Like,
Yeah,
dude, that's
he
unbelievable.
headlined for Iron Maiden. Oscar was there.
And shout out to the Chris Jericho cruise finally selling out. Like he just
Yeah,
made the
man.
announcement, I think, yesterday. So that's
Ah,
it,
man,
dude.
I
He
really want.
is.
I wish I had the money. I really wanted to go.
I agree
Hopefully,
with.
if he does a third one, hopefully, I'll have enough. I'll be good financially wise to actually just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna go by
Do you know
myself
what
if I
though?
have to.
Do you know what the tickets run?
They were like $1,500.
Ah, damn, that's pricey. But
But you
it
think
is a
about
cruise.
it, it's a full cruise. Everything is free. So,
That's what I say. Yeah.
and if you want drinks, then you just pay for the drink package. But other than that, all the rock and roll bands you're gonna see is free. All the people that you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna go see is free. All the
Mm-hmm.
autograph signings and everything like that is free. So
Yeah. You
it
don't
goes
have
to
to
a
work.
point. Yeah, exactly. So it goes to a point that you don't really have to. You don't. It doesn't really matter if. Yeah, like it's $1,500 for all that. Yeah, that's really fucking good.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. But like I was saying before, just all of that. That's all Jericho, dude.
Yeah,
His legacy is just gonna be so big. Just I mean, it already is.
yeah,
Japan, WCW, you know, the early days of Y2J, him winning that undisputed championship, dude is legendary. Already legendary.
yeah.
Like I
Um,
could see him being maybe when he retires, people finally being like, okay, yeah, Jericho's probably one of the best wrestlers, period.
yeah.
Like
I
pure in the world. Not talking about watching him do the drop down tackle. What is it? All the moves and stuff. I'm talking about like what he's legitimately done for professional wrestling. He's probably just mm-mm. He's up there with Stone Cold like right now. Like that's he doesn't have to sell merch in one spot. He is on his way to trailblazing his own thing. It's ridiculous.
yeah.
It really is.
I think he's in my Mount Rushmore when you say the best wrestlers of your generation, like your time of watching wrestling. He's up there. He's one of the four guys on my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, just now. Yeah,
Yeah. So
just an empire. Drink it in, man.
yeah, a lot of respect to Chris Jericho. Yeah, definitely check out his podcast. He also had a cast about the bringing up the bubbly and the whole shit as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
That's the last week
that
one.
was the last week one. All right, there was
That is
another
last
one. What
week.
did he have last
He
week?
he
Oh,
talks about the catchphrase.
he had Don Callis and
Oh, then
Scotty
yeah.
Demore for
Okay,
Impact Wrestling and their new. Oh, that's one of the news. Impact
I saw the
Wrestling
picture too. That was funny.
is just got their parent company bought out Access TV.
I believe their parent company is named
Anthem.
Anthem.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
damn owl.
Terrible naming because if you're in the world of gaming, Anthem means something completely different.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Yeah, so yes, so they bought out Access TV from Mark Cuban and I forgot his partner.
Mm-hmm.
That so basically now Access TV will have Impact at I think Fridays at 8 o'clock or Wednesdays. I'm not. It's one of the 2 days.
And you know what? Good.
Yeah,
I'm so happy.
good
Like
for it.
somebody else is up there.
It gotten better. Like it's been really
Yes.
good. I really have a lot of respect for Don Callis. So
Mm-hmm.
and Scott Demore. I think they have a good idea of what they want to do. Honestly, they using the best of the best from like Lucha Underground and things like that. So you got a lot of like the the the, the coming off of Lucha Underground going into that. So if you missed the guys from Lucha Underground, you could watch that. And also depending on who it is, like they've been signing between AEW and WWE as well. So they got some of the guys that kind of both brands would have both companies would have done great with like Brian Cage, like Sammy Callahan is probably one of the best heels right now. You have Tessa Blanchard there. You have Emma just signing there. You have a great roster there. And if they keep it up and keep doing what they're doing with Impact Wrestling, it could continue to be good.
I would just like to say Scott Steiner's in the building.
No,
He
he's there
cannot
too,
help. Can't no. I'm talking about he's here. I'm trying to interrupt the podcast.
but
Shut up, Scott.
he's an Impact guy as well. He was
Oh,
getting mad
that's
because
hilarious.
we haven't mentioned him in Impact.
Ah,
But they also got a lot of the old school ECW guys too, which they just look very old now.
but I like how they're using them.
Yeah,
They're using them as like legends, but like mentors almost.
yeah.
So that's a pretty good role for them.
So after Bound for Glory, which is their pay per view later this month,
Mm-hmm.
it starts. It will start being on Access TV after that.
Okay,
So good for
gotcha.
them. That's a good move for them.
That is a
And
win for wrestling.
I wonder if they're gonna still have New Japan on that channel. I know they have Wild Women of Wrestling on there as well. So good
Mm-hmm.
job, Access TV. Good job.
Nice. Another home for wrestling. Good.
So shit.
Choice
I
is good.
I don't even know how I'm gonna watch how I can watch everything.
It's
It's
kind of
hard.
impossible. It's kind of impossible.
It's getting fucking ridiculous.
It's kind of impossible,
So I
but in the
have
best way,
3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown. Well,
Mm-hmm.
205 may be going,
They
which is
said
a
205
sad.
merge with NXT
It's
is
gonna
the
merge with
biggest rumor.
NXT, but it's not gonna be 205 live. It's just gonna
No,
be
no.
NXT.
See that I would prefer that. I would prefer that because this is what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
If you do 205 live in the Full Sail Arena, that's perfect for that because then you won't have bored fans.
But the thing is about that is, sadly, half the NXT roster is under 205.
Ah, you mean they can just
So
go back and forth anyway.
yeah, so the differentials of a lot of the guys, like it kind of hurts in a way. I kind of will miss it being its own show because I think they did a good job developing characters and really building the show up. Just as much as people say, "Oh, we're wrestling fans, we want wrestling," y'all not fucking watching 205 live.
And shout outs to the very disrespectful New York crowd. It was terrible this past week in the main event. They
Yeah,
were going crazy for the baby. I don't know if you heard about the baby.
yeah, stupid
They
fucking
was doing
babies, man.
the Bailey chant for some dude who was holding up his baby. They were
Yeah,
going, "Hey, we want some baby." That was yo, it
yeah,
was noticeable.
that was
Like they
fucking
were going.
disrespect. You know,
The wrestlers were acknowledging it. Like they were. If you notice it, the main
yeah,
event.
but you know what's fucked up is that match was fucking great too.
Right. That's the
And
unfortunate part.
and you know what? This is the reason why 205 Live is not gonna live because of you assholes not fucking getting into it. Like this is probably the best hour of fucking wrestling you're gonna get through. Honestly, that was the best hour of wrestling through SmackDown.
See, but
Unless we saw the dark match, we didn't see the dark match because it was Buddy Murphy versus Ali again in a dark match.
Jesus Christ, it's a joke, isn't it? Oh,
And
you know that's a
it's
joke.
starting to piss me off that like why are you wasting that talent in the fucking dark match?
Are they trying to get them to leave? Like, what are they doing?
You
That's
know, but
ridiculous.
you know what? Like what I was still told, like my buddy Mike, my other friend Mike, he
Hmm.
shout outs to Nutso, he went and he was there early for the dark match of Ali and Mustafa and Buddy Murphy. He said, "Yo, that was the crowdest beginning of a show I ever seen. Like every person got on their seats for that match."
Did they advertise
No,
that that was going to be the first
no.
match? Really?
I
Okay.
think they heard Ali's music hit and everyone fucking left the lines and went back into the stadium.
Really? That's interesting. Well, I know it was still at MSG, right? Because
Yeah,
it was Monday and Tuesday.
yeah.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
yeah, like if you support your guys, like, and this is something that is getting really kind of annoying with, especially the wrestling fans in general, is the fact that I think people bitch so much more than they actually give love to the things that they like.
I think they complain more than they actually watch the stuff, though. That's the thing.
And that's
Because
true also.
if it's one thing to watch it and then complain because at least you're giving them your view,
Yeah.
you know, because I feel like people just jumped on the complain bandwagon because if as many fans who complain about 205 live watch 205 live, it wouldn't, be in any jeopardy.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's just the thing that it's a bandwagon thing that
And that's something
needs to
that
fall off,
yeah, that's something that really bothers me as well. Like I have a couple coworkers that do the same shit. Like, oh, I'll just watch the highlights. Like, no, watch the show.
Watch the
Previous
show.
shows, then don't you have no right to bitch about anything because you're not watching the show. I
Exactly.
watched all fucking 8 hours of WWE television. I watch
Mm-hmm.
everything. So if I complain about something about Monday Night Raw, because I watched this
Because you
shit
watched it. Yes.
and I gave the time, I give the effort, and I see the guys that bust their ass and doing this job. This is why I watch it, is because I respect the hell out of these guys
And
and gals.
yes, but the thing I was going to say is when you don't actually watch it, you can't see the wrestlers grow and develop to be better.
Yeah,
So your complaint stays an old complaint.
yeah, exactly.
As in people who complain about Lucha House Party, but then they missed the development of Lince Dorado.
man, I was a fan of
And
Lince
you know what I mean?
Dorado from day one, man. I'm happy that he's getting his little shine right now.
Yeah, I love that. That would be dope if you won a championship.
I'd be happy for that. I can
Um,
see Roberto Carrillo as well because they really
yeah, me
he's
too.
been, but the way they've been booking Lindsay right now, I could see him winning it.
Yeah, I see him winning. But that's why I'm sort of happy for them to go to NXT
Yeah,
because even though I know a lot of people are in the weight class, having the belt say cruiserweight championship does lock people out.
yeah,
And so then you do kind of get a semi-competitive playing field because yes, you'll have a lot more people who can challenge, but you will also have people who will be locked in for the heavyweight championship or the main, the
yeah.
quote unquote main belt. You know what I mean?
Main belt. And you know what? I have more more believe in what NXT will do with those titles anyway. So
Yeah, like
I
Killian
think
Dane is not going to be wrestling for that 205 live championship.
maybe he lost a lot of weight.
Oh
He
well,
getting there.
oh no.
The Miz,
Yeah, you showed
yeah,
me the interview. I heard it.
yeah. The
He
Miz could
said he's
technically,
204.
could technically go for the 205 championship.
I love it. You know, it would be funny if he went for the 205 live. Well, if he went for the cruiserweight championship,
Yeah.
his dad would be like, "Hey, how come you don't fly like those guys?" Because I heard the interview. He was saying, "Oh yeah, my dad, he loves The Rock, but
Yeah.
he loves all the other guys." You say, "How come you don't do all that high flying stuff?" It's like,
Yeah,
ah,
that was a great interview. Check out Up Down Down with the Miz. They had like a casual dinner kind of
yeah, they had some
conversation,
fancy food.
and it was really good. It was a really
You
good
know what?
conversation.
Let me just tell you, that interview made me go look for the Jimmy Kimmel Live clip.
Yeah,
And I watched it. It's like 7 minutes of the Miz just being awesome on that show. Like that was really. They didn't have the confrontation with him and the guy. The guy's talking because he said the actor said, "I don't know who he is. I don't watch wrestling."
yeah,
And so that gave Miz ammunition.
yeah,
So all you get to see is from the Miz talking about the guy saying he doesn't know who he is and being sarcastic and being a little snarky, in which it makes it so much fun to watch,
yeah.
but you don't see the guy say it. That's the only thing I was looking for. It's like, oh, I want to see that, but it's still good.
Yeah, you want to see
It's a
that?
month old though. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah.
I didn't
So
know that.
yeah,
It's good.
I like the Miz though. I like the Miz. I
Hmm.
wish he did more with everything he does. But yeah, he's going for the IC championship tonight, which we will have a full prediction coming up later.
My
Um,
prediction is sorry Shinsuke. When the Miz comes knocking, he's taking that belt.
I got the
As much as I don't want it,
I got Shinsuke winning. 'Cause Sami Zayn is gonna help him win.
I don't feel it. I feel like something's gonna happen. Miz is gonna have magic.
We gonna get a Yakuza kick into a yeah. That'll be dope.
Shit. Catching from both sides. All
Yeah,
right.
man. Yeah, I'm all for Shinsuke winning this title. Like he needs a good title defense, and I think Miz is the guy that could give him that credibility as the IC champ right now. So him dropping the belt right now is not the time. You have him get a victory over Miz, it gives him more credibility as the IC champion right
I think Shinsuke Nakamura needs a YouTube channel like Asuka.
now. I love her, Katrina. She's adorable.
Yo, she is. Yeah, she is. Her trying to play the Legend of Zelda theme on a freaking recorder had me dying. The first like 10 seconds, she tries, makes a noise, and then she just has the most real like guttural laugh because that shit is hilarious,
Yeah.
dude. I remember trying to
She
play
was
songs on
really
the
good with
recorder.
Mario Maker. I was like, damn.
Yes, yes.
She
I
was
saw a shout out
great.
to the picture she put of her laptop with the. She made a Mario level on the back of her MacBook.
Yeah.
You see it with stickers and stuff. That's so amazing. Just
She,
little things, man. I think Shinsuke needs a channel of him surfing,
of him
since that's
surfing.
his thing. Yeah, surfing and kicking people in the head.
Yeah,
That's it.
that'd be dope. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Come on, Shinsuke.
but we had a decent Raw SmackDown. Really good final
The
semifinal match
matches.
for NXT
The
for the King of
matches.
the Ring title.
The matches were good. Damn.
The women's tag match was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross versus what was she
Odd
fighting?
circumstances
Yeah,
for the SmackDown match.
yeah.
That was odd. I didn't like that promo.
No, I
Why they
didn't
make
like
her
it
say
either.
all that very, very shallow stuff? Like she's come on. I feel bad for Mandy. Get this shorter than this stick in the writers'
Yeah.
room.
Like, oh, just
Yeah,
doing the
that
typical
character.
shit. Like, oh, she's ugly. You ain't gonna be pretty as me.
And
Ah.
it's just like, no, she's not. Have you seen Nikki Cross's glamour photos? She's amazing. What are you talking? Just because she makes that face? Are you
She
kidding
bites
me?
the rope. Some people like that shit.
But have you seen her with a dress on? She's a knockout,
Yeah.
dude. Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
You can't really do that. You can't really do that and believe it, especially with Alexa Bliss on the team either.
No.
Exactly. I'm like, Alexa's just kind of hot. So
But it's just like look at
yeah,
fucking. Well, she wasn't talking about Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss
yeah.
wasn't getting the smoke.
No, she
As
getting the smoke. It was Nikki Cross that was getting the smoke, and it was Alexa
and,
being like, leave my friend alone and fucking shit up for them. That was
and
weird.
I could just look at Alexa's face when she came out
Yeah.
before Nikki, and it was just like she had a look on her face like, what is this shit? This is some shit I would have said back in the day.
Maybe
You
she
know
should
what I
just
mean?
be
Like,
fighting the Iconics.
yeah, yeah, they should. But that was so simple and not good.
Yeah.
They deserve Fire and Desire deserve better. I
Yeah.
think still.
But I thought the matches were good. The
Did you get to
women's
see that match between Rey Mysterio and
that
Metal?
was really good.
I didn't get to see that.
That was an
I would,
amazing match as well. Yeah, Rey Mysterio versus Grand Mental League, which was a really good match. They went at it. They did some crazy high flying, and they did everything you expect from a cruiserweight match. It was a really respectable match. Ray took the match. I heard what he's gonna do with the tour is that he's gonna be fighting a lot of the guys from 205. So
really?
I heard on Monday Night Raw it might be Lindsay or Kalisto. So we'll see.
I would say take Kalisto
I would love to Kalisto.
because I would like Lindsay to could go to NXT.
Yeah.
I think they can handle him better
Yeah, but I would
because he
like
can talk.
I would
Because he
like to
can talk
get
a lot.
one match before he goes to
Oh, I see what
NXT
you
with
mean.
Rey Mysterio. I,
I
I'll
see what
take
you mean.
that. I'll take that in a heartbeat. Like that would be
Yeah.
a great match as well.
Damn, he's got a whole stable of people to fight before he leaves. Like just the 205 live high
Yeah,
flying luchadors. He's got a grip.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's gonna be good. I think it's
Did he
gonna
do?
be.
Let me ask you. Did he do anything with Ali yet?
Who? Lindsay?
Ray. Anything long term?
No, they did a match on a live show. They haven't actually wrestled like one on
That's
one.
something people need to see.
They tag team once.
Okay.
That
Okay.
was it. I would like to see Ali. I would like to see Ricochet and Ray in a
Mm-mm.
WWE
I've
match.
seen. Oh my god, the one they had. I think it was in Evolve or something. No, not
Lucha
Evolve. I think
Underground.
Progress. Oh, I didn't see that one yet.
The
I did not see that.
Rey Mysterio, Ricochet only fought on Lucha Underground.
No, they fought.
Oh,
They
they
fought
fought
in,
in a couple
in the
places.
UK. They fought in the UK. I
The,
think it was either WCPW before they went defunct, or it was another one of their federations out there.
yeah,
Dude, they had an amazing match. It was like 30 minutes. It was real good.
yeah, they had a great, amazing one on Lucha Underground too. That was like the season finale of season 2.
Okay. Until I'm not there yet. Still slowly going through it.
Puma versus Rey Mysterio.
Shout outs to Tubi.
2B, yes, 2B.
Got that Lucha.
I got the Lucha Underground, yeah, man. And I heard they might actually be getting Impact Wrestling soon.
On Tubi?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, is it gonna be old?
No, it's gonna be like the main series that's going on now. So it's gonna like the
Really?
day after is gonna probably be on.
That's awesome. Please.
That'd be cool.
Hell yeah. That's an easier way to watch everything, to keep up.
Yeah. But
Especially if it's sitting there for you to stream it.
so
Hell yeah.
Monday Night Raw, we had Stone Cold Steve Austin return.
That was Let me just say, can I give you my 2 cents about the dynamic between Seth Rollins promo and Stone Cold just talking like a regular human being? Did you see that? That was
Yeah.
awkward as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Steve. You know, this is Monday Night Raw, and and it's just like, oh my god, he's in promo mode. He's not talking like a regular human being, and Stone
Yeah.
Cold is just shooting the shit. It was awkward, dude.
Yeah. Like
That's the For me, that's the divide between what made the Attitude Era great and today.
yeah,
It's
promos are
oh,
natural.
oh, and you could see Braun Strowman was nervous. Oh,
But even Strowman felt more natural than
yeah,
Seth did. Seth
you're right.
just felt like he was like remembering lines and saying it, make sure he's saying it correctly instead of being himself And this is
Hmm.
something that I'm actually digging about Roman Reigns when he does promos now is the fact that you could tell that Roman's being more himself in this promos. He's actually just speaking
Yeah,
the way he's speaking. He's not going making stupid catchphrases and things like that. He's talking the way he talks to like his cousins
people. Yeah,
and
like
everything.
when he
So
talks to Charlie, he's like he's just chit chatting.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I like that type of Roman Reigns. I would love to. Do you think they have no confidence in Seth's promo ability that he has to just say the right written stuff? Like
I don't
that's weird.
know. Like honestly, I feel like it's his delivery as well. I think it's not all the writing with Seth Rollins. I think it's more of his delivery. His voice is just like a he has an annoying voice. He has like a very
He can go there.
yeah yeah
He can
yeah,
go there.
yeah he
He can't
has
get there.
that. But he like his voice is made for a heel. It's not made for a baby face. It's not made for you to have someone cheer for you. It is made for
Mm,
someone to boo you. It's the fact that you sound like you're arrogant and you sound like you're annoying. You sound arrogant and annoying.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
he has a weird voice, and I was saying this to someone at work too. I was like, "Yo, Seth is not a great promo. As much as you think he is, he's not a great promo. He has his
No.
moments. He does have his moments, but when he does those moments, is usually when it's like he got his ass whooped like 4 or 5 times, and he's finally coming back with a bad rib and limp leg. So you feel bad for the guy, and then he comes out with a heartfelt promo.
Yes,
Other
he
than
has the
that,
ability. Yes,
other than
to turn
that,
the
he
crowd.
doesn't really have anything.
You're right. And the magic is wearing off because that ovation for Stone Cold,
Yeah,
and then the Universal Champ comes out, and it's like, eh.
but it's Stone Cold.
But
Eh,
you're the Universal Champ, and then nobody's gonna pop for you to either. It's just,
man, you're Stone Cold. Like Stone Cold, Stone Cold. Like no matter what, Stone Cold gonna get a pop. He'll
But
come
I'll put,
out. He'll come out in white shorts and look like a milk guy. He's gonna get even more of a pop.
but look what AJ. They
Yeah,
went the child was AJ stuff, and
yeah,
he's a heel.
yeah.
And that was some of the best promo work AJ's ever
That was
done.
fun.
Yo, he's like, sounds like he got, what is it, a whole arena full of people calling you an ass, an asshole. He goes, shut up, Steve. I love that. I could not stop laughing.
I like his
That was
little
so good.
terrible impression. I was like, you should have let Gallows do the impression.
Oh,
Gallows, why you didn't do your impression? Gallows' impression of Austin is so
so
good.
fast. What? What? Yeah, missed opportunity.
Yeah, but the stunner was fucking great.
Yes, it was.
Like,
He went right
yeah,
to.
yo, Kevin Owens, man, like Austin just showed you, like, come on, you gotta do it better,
Well, you know what? He's been giving it to people who don't know how to sell it right. Because he gave it to Shane. He gave it to
man.
Elias. You know what I mean?
Austin stunned Linda McMahon and looked good. So I'm like, yo,
Well,
there's not much excuses.
Linda McMahon is a hell of a worker. I'll put it that way.
And he stunned every single McMahon, and they all took it. He
She can
stunned,
take a bump.
yeah. But
Vince takes the worst though.
yeah,
Vince looks like he dies. It's
yeah,
terrible.
he looks like he's gonna catch a heart attack once he lands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Austin being part of the contract signing, I think it was just more of the way to sell tickets for the Madison Square Garden event. But nonetheless, it was entertaining to have Austin. The whole thing with him and AJ was great.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the ending, when he was like, "Hey, you want a beer?" Like, yeah, I'm sorry, I
Hell yeah.
respect you and shit like that, and then he stunned him again. It was fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, if you could have a Monday Night Raw when Austin just comes out and just stuns people randomly,
Mm-hmm.
and then leaves and drink a beer, I'm all for that.
Also, notice the Fiend did not get him.
No, he didn't get Taker either.
Wow. But then he didn't threaten Taker.
So the Fiend did show up on SmackDown, but he didn't
Gotcha.
show up on live TV. He showed up at the end after 205 Live, and he showed up and beat the shit out of Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
Wow. What?
Yeah,
Is it? Did
yeah.
they tape
It's
it?
like they had this video footage of it.
Oh, that sounds. Please do it.
Yeah,
Please do it. I hope Bo joins him.
yeah. He
That'll
would
be
be one of the.
something to do.
He would just dress as the puppet, one of the
Oh,
puppets.
he's rambling rabbit.
Yeah, there you go. He looks like he's gonna get his ass kicked all the time. So yeah, put Bill Dallas as Rambling Rabbit.
Stranger
One of my
danger.
highlights, I would say, definitely Raw Women's Championship. Raw Women the tag match. Bailey and Sasha versus Charlotte and Becky. That was an amazing match.
It was good, and they built it up so much.
So I
But
had an issue with it.
okay, go ahead.
So I had an issue just them having them wrestle.
Oh,
Like
you think
it's
I was about to say they should have held off?
I was the same way. I was like, what, all of a sudden, like Becky and Charlotte could work together. They've been fighting like the whole thing of time last year. So I was kind of a little skeptical on like how they were gonna treat it, but the way they did the match and just how they just went at each other and how everyone was going at it and how vicious it got, like I was like, all right, I could dig this. I'm fine with that.
It it's unfortunate though. It still just shows you how much of a beast Charlotte is.
Yeah,
She's as good as everybody else is. Charlotte is fucking genetically superior. She's like the Brock Lesnar of the women's division, dude.
yeah,
Like back when he was young Brock. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
She's timing, selling, freaking her offense is so good. Like it's not even like a Charlotte is one of the wrestlers that makes you think you're not watching a female wrestler.
yeah,
She's just a fucking wrestler, dude.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she's so good.
Other highlights of Monday Night Raw was the three-way for the for the final spot in the King of the Ring. It was Baron Corbin, Samoa Joe, and Ricochet. They had an amazing match as well.
That
That
was
match was
fun.
vicious
That was
as
fun.
well. And King Corbin
No,
is
I
still
don't.
there.
I don't think it's gonna. It's gonna be Shorty G,
This is gonna be Shorty G.
Chad, the man Gable.
I
He's
will
gonna
take.
do it.
You know what? I will take Gable as well, but I think it's gonna be Corbin because I think Corbin is the one that could do the most with the fucking with the crown. He's gonna every time he wears that crown, he's just gonna make you hate him more, and that's I think he's gonna use that shit to his full potential.
It would boost him to be a better villain, yes, but I don't think he needs it as much as Gable.
Yeah, sure.
Gable needs eyes on him.
Yeah,
He needs to not because if they don't give him anything to do, and you already see they're writing bad stuff around him, this whole short thing is terrible.
yeah,
I heard the ENC this past week, even they brought it up. It's like, what is this shit?
yeah,
That dude is a fucking. He's an amazing talent.
yeah,
And even Christian said, like when they were starting out and they were heels, I don't even remember this. Like in NXT, like he has the side to him,
yeah,
and that he can. He said if he can harness what he used to have as a heel in NXT and bring that to his babyface stuff, then he can be even better. And I think he needs a vehicle.
yeah,
He needs a reason to have to be in the ring, like a championship or a King of the Ring, because
yeah,
they just he's a Vince toy.
yeah.
He's oh man, look how shiny. Toss him in the back.
I guess Vince don't watch 205 Live because you would have saw the Jack
Oh
Gallagher and Gable matches, and they were those are probably some of the match of
God.
the year candidates.
My God, yes. And that was this year.
That was
People
this year.
forget.
It's a match of the year candidates right there.
Wow.
Lacey Evans Natty was a pretty solid match.
That I didn't see.
Yeah.
Was that SmackDown or was that Raw?
Raw.
Okay.
And then the main event of Monday Night Raw was the 10-man tag. It was
That
Seth
was pretty good.
Braun Strowman, Cedric Alexander, and the Viking Raiders
Yeah.
versus the OC, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode.
Can I tell you why I like this match so much?
What?
Cedric
Yo,
kept
that
the feud through that entire match, and that was great.
yeah,
More people need to do that. If
yeah,
somebody's fucking with you, you can't just pretend, I'm going to follow the rules.
yeah,
Cedric was pissed. That
yeah.
was good.
And that gut check was fucking vicious on AJ.
That move, he going to break somebody in half, man.
I'm that's a match I'm really looking forward to on the Clash of Champions. It's gonna be
Hmm.
Cedric versus AJ. I think this is the shot for Cedric to get the title.
Me too. And I
Uh,
think he's like Gable. He needs a thing to have him kept on television.
yeah.
Like people, somebody in the back likes him. Maybe Heyman is like, okay, I
No.
can work with him.
Yeah.
Who, who's is it somebody else booking people?
No, Heyman. He has his two baby faces that he's working on, Cedric
Hmm.
and Ricochet. Those are his two
Okay,
main baby faces on Monday Night Raw.
okay, because whoever has him in the spotlight now is like he needs enough. He's like Gable. He needs a reason to be left in that spotlight. He needs a belt or he needs something, a serious win.
Yeah.
Because again, if you don't keep these guys, like give them a reason to be held in the spotlight, they tend to fall to the back in favor of people that we already know, you
That's
know?
true.
So I like,
SmackDown matches, Miz versus Andrade was really good.
yeah, that was pretty
Really
good.
fun match.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
Unexpected. I wasn't expecting that match.
You had Nikki Cross versus Manny Rose. We kind of talked about that before. The match was on that. It wasn't that bad though.
No, it wasn't. And Nikki Cross was a beast.
Yeah.
I like it. Let us have that.
You have heavy machinery picking on people.
That was such a good. Like I like that. I love that.
Yeah.
When you have certain people who have like charisma,
Yeah.
who have a bit of personality to their wrestling. I love Otis.
Yeah.
And you know what? Tucker is funny as hell too, because he pushes him on, he eggs him on. You can see it.
Yeah.
It's so good. He took his fucking tights down and started shaking. I was like, he has lost his mind, and it's in the best way possible,
You have Taker slip choke slamming Sami Zayn.
which is good.
Yeah.
If Taker wants to work with you, that's a good sign.
You had Bailey versus Ember Moon, which was a solid match as well.
Mm-hmm.
Becky working double time. Yo, Kofi Kingston beating the shit out of Randy Orton made me happy.
Boom drop.
That was really good.
Got it. Got him.
I'm actually liking their rivalry. I've been liking their storyline.
It's gotten better.
I think it's better than the Universal Championship shit going on right
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
And
I
then you
believe.
had the final match of Gable versus Shane McMahon with Kevin Owens as the referee.
I loved it
So
because it made people. It was a perfect vehicle to make people mad.
yeah,
But see, this is what I mean. It had to spotlight Gable.
yeah,
It put him in a must-win situation against the most evil bad guy, right?
yeah.
That's why I liked it so much.
So one thing I see happening. These are two things. One, there's a lot of rumors of KO going to NXT.
I heard about the number thing.
Yeah,
He wrote down numbers that when you
yeah.
match it up to the alphabet, it spells NXT.
I could see him going. You know what? I would like that because it'll give you. Because I know Cesaro is going back to NXT as well.
Do you know if he's staying in the UK though,
He's
or is he
doing both.
coming to?
He's working both.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to be working both. So
See, I think that'll hurt him though. I want
I
him to stay in
don't.
a place to be stable because I don't. The
I,
thing about
it,
certain people is like,
I don't think it's gonna be hurt him as much because one is more. I think he's doing it more one to teach to help. He's gonna start helping develop people backstage. He's like
hmm
because his wife is in NXT. She's the one that trains the women.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's his
Okay.
wife. So him working both shows and like trying to up the ante at certain guys and maybe actually getting a title here and there during his run there, I think works for him and it shows the full wrestling capability of he could do.
Uh, the reason why I think it hurts him is because again, it's that visibility factor.
Yeah,
It If he goes between both shows, he will become like Ono,
yeah,
a guy who's amazing. Every match you want to watch, but he has zero goal, and you just won't win the goal because he's gonna end up that guy
yeah,
who's gonna give you an amazing match, but we don't need him in a championship position because we need him to be kind of like a heater.
yeah,
And I don't want Cesaro to continue to be a heater because it's like since he lost the tag, since him and Sheamus haven't been tag champs,
yeah,
all he's been is a heater. He's been a good hand. He's
yeah.
been a Ty Dillinger, for
That's
instance,
true.
a guy who won't get to hold gold because no, we need you to make somebody else look good.
No, that's true.
And some people are like, I want them to have the little run before they become a good hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see if he does go, I would be one of the two. I don't know, but
It's like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example of a person who I think has the right to be a heater. Dolph Ziggler. He doesn't need to win anything anymore because he's already climbed all the mountains to climb.
yeah, he got all the
Tag
belts.
champ, heavyweight champ, like the actual main title champ. IC. Then he have US for a while. Like dude's had every belt. He does not need to be, top of the mountain.
That's true.
But he needs to be he can work and he needs to be in a spot where he can make other people shine or take stuff from other people and look devastated. Like Goldberg. You know what I mean? That's what I want. Like give Cesaro that mountain. Let him like even Sheamus, he was world champ.
Yeah,
Let's not mince words. He had that belt.
he was world champ, U.S. champ, tag champ.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
only
Like
thing he's missing is the
I
IC.
see. And Edge and Christian, they talked about that too.
He has
Yeah.
the Royal Rumble. He has the King of the Ring.
Wow. Yeah. Damn, Sheamus did everything, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but with Kevin Owens is gonna be interesting. What I think is gonna happen, and this is what I think, he's gonna sue Shane McMahon.
Ooh, that'd be a good storyline.
He had a referee shirt on and he hit him.
Get the fuck. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
He's gonna
That's
fight
amazing.
Shane McMahon,
He's gonna get his $100,000 back.
and he's gonna beat the shit out of him in the Hell in a Cell.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think KO is gonna go NXT, even though it makes sense for him in a
Hmm.
way that he wants to be closer to his family and things like that, and they all live in Florida, and the fact that NXT is mainly gonna be in Full Sail University, it gives you a bit more time off. It gives you the, like this and that. I could see him maybe looking at more of that as a better alternative, and then what he's doing now, and then being away from kids and everything like that, because his family is his life. But I think they're gonna make it. I think they're gonna build this into a story. He got fired because Shane McMahon lost, and the fact that he was wearing a referee shirt, Shane McMahon attacked him.
Mm.
He's gonna sue him. He's gonna sue
I did
Vince.
not think about that. That's next level. That they might not even keep that in the continuity.
Yeah, I
I feel
think it
bad.
is because he had the referee shirt on,
Hmm. Hmm.
and that was this was the whole situation. The fact that the referee shirt was on,
That's
so I think
good.
that's what's gonna happen.
That's good. That's real good. I like that a lot.
If it is, you can send my check in the mail.
I like it a lot though. That's better long time storyline than the Roman Reigns story
Yeah,
because they seem to once again clearly forgotten about what do they call him? Fake Roman.
yeah,
They just left that whole thing in the back.
yeah,
It's just gone.
yeah. That
I
wasn't him. All right, go ahead.
I there's another chance I think they have to salvage this storyline to make it at least cohesive. I feel like tonight that guy's gonna make an appearance and like do something
Yeah,
from behind. It's gonna an attack is gonna happen on Rowan. I mean, gonna happen on Roman, and people are gonna be like, "What happened? What's gonna call us in the ring?" And then they'd be like, "Who really did it?" And it's just like it'll be Daniel Bryan and the fake Rowan.
yeah.
It really was me.
Or Harper.
And that's another unfortunate thing because if you believe the news, he's another forgotten toy,
Yeah,
just to left to sit in the back until his contract expires, which is
man.
sad.
If I was him, I would take time in NXT as well.
But
You
it's
got
just like
Killian
they
Dane. You
have
got Killian
nothing
Dane
for
there.
him. Yeah, he's got Dijakovic,
You got
which he has chemistry with.
you got fucking Walter.
He's got Keith Lee. He's got the big men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
don't have to fight all big men either. He works good with small guys.
No, I'm just saying, but like
Yeah.
he has to open that field up
Yeah.
because there's like four.
I tell
I
you one
mean,
thing.
five Damian Priest. He can fight Damian Priest.
I tell you one thing. AEW is looking directly at him when his contract expires because honestly, Luke Harper is be that big guy they need. The difference they need because
I agree.
they're all their wrestlers are the fucking same.
Here's one thing I picked up from Nick who mentioned because he listens to Jim Cornette
Yeah.
like more than me. The one thing that he mentioned that he said that I think makes a lot of sense is they have AEW needs to stop signing these people that nobody really knows on a national scale.
Yeah.
And I think they're listening to that because I think I heard that they got a few more people from like Impact and stuff, not just the Indies.
Yeah.
So that would not be a bad idea to pick up these people who are being wasted in WWE in the back.
Yeah,
That's not a bad
I
idea.
think Luke Harper is one of the guys that they're fully looking at.
They
Like,
they would be fools not to.
yeah, but sadly, he does have a year and a half out on his contract. So right now it's like about
It's
another
like
8 months.
April. They said
Yeah,
April.
man, because he owns them time when he's injured.
But yeah, I know from the injury, but dude, 8 months of not being on TV, not being in dark matches either.
But you're getting a paycheck,
What?
man.
That's yeah, but that's torture for performers.
Yeah.
That's torture, and you cannot compete anywhere else. That is
Honestly,
torture.
I would have worked my way into NXT. Like, hey, you need people working NXT, at least the live
Just
shows and shit, just so I keep myself entertained.
those contracts must be a bitch to negotiate to get out of that. Like that sucks. Really does.
NXT, we had Damian Priest versus Boa, which was not that bad of a match.
I like. It was a good match to showcase Boa and his martial arts and stuff, and just how big that dude is.
Yeah,
He's a huge dude,
yeah.
and
I thought they all small.
and I like the fact that he's a legit martial artist as well. So when they started going with the actual martial arts moves,
Yeah,
like Damian Priest is no slouch, and I love that about him.
Yeah.
Like you see him pull out some shit, it's like, oh, this dude knows what the fuck he's doing.
I want that kick to be his finisher.
That, yeah, I agree.
I don't like his finisher.
Yeah, he did it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He has finished the match in his early goings with that kick.
I think that kick should be his finisher because I
Me
think honestly I can see why they probably don't put it because of Alex
Kofi
Black.
or Kofi. It looks like the.
It looks like the Trouble Paradise and it looks kind of like the Fade to Black as well.
Mm,
So I can see why, but I think that looks more devastating than what he
yes,
does
it
in his
does.
finisher.
Oh no, you know what looks even more devastating? His Falcon Arrow,
Yeah,
where he throws you across the ring, dude.
I like Damon Priest though. We're
Yeah,
gonna see more of
yeah.
him soon. Johnny Gargano says he's staying in NXT for life
Shane Thorne tried to ruin his party.
and got kicked in the face.
Mm.
I'm gonna meet Johnny Gargano next Saturday and
He's
Tommaso
gonna be
Ciampa
at
at
the
Evolve.
Evolution.
Yes.
Nice.
So Tommaso Ciampa, I bought the autograph signing for Candice LeRae, Tommaso Ciampa, and Gargano, and I'm thinking Austin Theory. I'm going to get him sign my NXT belt, and maybe it don't give him bad luck.
That's funny.
But yeah, we're gonna meet all four of those. And also they mentioned Walter and Cassius Ohno are gonna fight at Evolve as well.
The same event
Mm-hmm.
or a different event?
Same event.
Oh,
Money
really?
Page. Yeah, they're fighting that event too.
Nice,
So
nice.
I'm actually quite excited because they just added that match, and I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be good.
You know, Walter's picture that they use sometimes, what's the name of his groups?
Imperium.
Imperium. Sometimes they don't use the one of him in his wrestling gear. They
Yeah.
use the one of Walter in a big ass tracksuit.
Yeah.
Something's cool about a giant man like that in a fucking tracksuit.
Look at going do like a spinner Rooney.
Oh yeah, he looks like a giant breakdancer.
Yep. I think
Oh,
this was
shit.
probably one of my matches of the week. Pete Dunne versus Angel Garza.
Oh, y'all! Oh my goodness, yo! I love how over he is for how little he's been there,
Yeah.
dude.
Yo,
Crowd was fully on board.
Angel Garza is the future. Like honestly, WWE has been trying to sign like a Alberto Del Rio character for quite a long time. They
Mm,
have something with Andrade, but Andrade does not speak English. He's
hmm.
learning to speak English. Angel Garza speaks perfect
It's
English.
perfect.
He has
Yeah,
the look, he has the style, and I think he's gonna be fucking huge.
he's got the personality. He's got the mannerisms,
Yeah,
like the little things during the match. Oh my god, his chicken shit, cowardly ways when
yeah,
he gets hit too hard and he puts his hand like that was
yeah.
just. There's something about that style of wrestling that I miss.
And then Pete
Not
Dunne
a
is
lot
just
of
a
that
beast.
anymore. Yes,
Pete
yes,
Dunne's not just not to be fucked with.
yes. And I love at the end of the match when he quote unquote broke his fingers, and he just looked at him and gave him the shrug.
Yeah, like
Eh,
my bad.
oh well, that's what
Pete
happened.
Dunne soon to be NXT champion.
I think so. I think
Adam
he might be
Cole.
North American champion because I think he's got unfinished business. Because hear me out, I think Roddy's taking the belt, and that's the where the feud's gonna pick up.
It could be the two, but I could see Adam Cole's fingers getting broken too.
Hmm. Who's next in line?
As of right now, not there's
There's
no
nobody because the
yeah.
last match was Jordan Miles, right?
Yes, and that was a good one
Okay.
too.
Yes, it was.
Cameron
Really
Grimes
good.
versus Raul Mendoza. I love Raul Mendoza. He should get more shine, even though he looks
But
like a delivery guy.
but you know what's funny? I like how his moveset has developed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch that match, you can see it's not the typical him getting his ass whooped. He was the one beating up Cameron Grimes for the whole
Nah, it
match.
was a really good match. I really
So you got
enjoyed
the
that.
showcase. I like that.
William Regal addressed Candice LeRae to next week's match to
Hmm.
determine Shayna Baszler's challenger. So honestly, right now we have a four-way of Io Shirai, Candice LeRae,
Could have been a five way.
Bianca Belair, and there's one more. I can't think of another person.
Did you say EO?
Io
Say Candace?
Shirai.
You said Bianca
Yeah.
and Shayna? No, no, the number one contender. Who's the other contender? You got
I
it.
got it right here. Mia Yim.
Ah, she's in it. Ah, see, I completely forgot because I thought she was like still beefing with Shayna directly. That's you right. You're right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Rhea Ripley should be in that match.
She lost. She could have been at it, but she
Yeah,
lost.
that was a good match too,
It
man. Rhea
was.
Ripley is the fucking truth.
It was. It was a really good match. She's another one like Charlotte, where and to some aspect Shayna are. I don't really just see the women. It's like, oh, those are just wrestlers, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
and
that's the type of show I like.
Rhea Ripley, they had a good competitive match. I liked the way it
Hmm.
ended, but I was mad that Rhea Ripley lost, and I was like, damn it, she should be at it anyway because she fucked it up.
Give her the chair. Give it to
Yeah,
her. But you know what? I like how Shayna had a moment of reflection. If I hit this bitch with this chair, she's gonna be in that match, and I don't want to fight her again.
yeah,
So it made perfect
make
sense not to get DQ'd.
Pavilion Regal stop your shit and put her in the match.
Yeah, you right.
Next week, first NXT live show starting at 8 p.m. on USA.
Did you
Uh,
hear about the second hour is going to be only on the
yeah, I
network?
was telling you that last week.
That's interesting. I don't,
So
huh? That's odd though.
USA already had the final season of Suits, the last two episodes set for those
Yeah, that was
nights.
that thing.
It's at 9 o'clock.
But do you know if that's permanent?
Well, it's only two episodes.
Gotcha.
There's only two episodes
It's gonna
left, so
be
yeah.
2 weeks of that.
So your first hour of US on USA, you are gonna get the North American Championship match
Hmm.
at the 8 o'clock hour. So definitely tune in and check out NXT during that time. You're gonna see Roger Strong versus Velveteen Dream.
Let me ask: do you think they have the balls to pull it off now to give Undisputed Era all the gold?
I I don't want
Do you think so?
I don't
Like,
want Roger Strong to get the belt.
God damn it!
I think Velveteen Dream is too big of a champion right now. Like honestly, I see Velveteen Dream like on the same level as Adam Cole as champion.
I see what you're saying. And listen, personally, I would wish Velveteen never lost.
Yeah.
But you gotta do it before A, somebody else gets hurt, or B, one of them gets called over or some shit like that. You know what I
But
mean?
as I'm looking at it right now, it looks like right now the NXT roster is going to be kind of mainstays
I hope so.
because it looks like they're building it to as a brand. So the next draft is going to have an NXT draft into it.
Well, that's what I mean, though.
Yeah,
They break up Undisputed Era. That'd be terrible. That'd be tragic.
yeah,
And I want to see it before there's any doubt.
yeah,
That's all I want. I just want to do it once.
yeah.
There's no other. If 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 the club had one more member and it was four of them, if it was our buddy Finn, hope you're enjoying your time off, buddy. But if Finn was Universal Champion and he was in the club,
He making babies.
they would have had all them red belts and it would have been amazing.
Yeah,
And I just want to see it happen. All this, I want to see a stable get all the gold.
yeah. Well,
That's earned it.
New Day got it.
But they're not like four. I'm talking about like they would have every title that's not the women's title because they wouldn't have because New Day's only three people.
Yeah,
They can't have the U.S. title or the WWE Championship.
yeah,
They have to have either or.
yeah.
I would love for one stable to have every single obtainable belt by a male. That would be cool. Likewise, I would love it also if there was some type of female thing where a female stable had the women's championship and the tag team champions. That would be good. Championships, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just I think we've gotten away from that of lending stables credibility
Yeah.
by letting them have gold.
We'll see. But I won't be mad at it. But
I get you. Listen,
I think Velveteen Dream is very important as the North American champion right now too.
I'm conflicted as well,
I'm
but for
conflicted.
the sake of the vision,
Yeah.
just to have it happen for the prophecy. Excuse me, it already has a name. They call it the prophecy.
Yeah.
So
12-5 Live has some solid matches as well. You had the it was a 6-man tag. It was Davari, Nice, and Gulak versus
hmm?
Carrillo, Lindsay Dorado, and
Was it Metalik?
Metalik. No, yeah, Metalik. That was a
Hmm.
really fun match. Really good
It was
match.
really good. Unfortunately, interrupted by the crowd, but you got to see Metalik turn it up
Yeah.
when he got in the ring, dude. He was on fire. Him and Nice,
Yeah.
they went at it because you could, like I was saying before, you could tell all that bullshit was getting to them because
Yeah.
Davari was taking bows and stuff. Like you
Yeah.
could see they were playing to the crowd, and Menelik wasn't playing that shit.
Yeah.
He got in that ring and was going 90 miles an hour.
We also
Oh,
got another amazing match with Jack Gallagher and the debut of Kushida in 205 Live versus Brian
that
Kendrick
was
and
pretty
Tozawa.
good.
That
I
was a
liked
fun
it.
match as well.
I liked it.
Really good stuff. NXT UK, they kind of did a whole thing. What was it? It was the tag team championship match that was main evented. It was a right show. I didn't get to watch the whole thing though.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's get into our predictions and then
Mhm.
we'd be done.
Yes, sir.
A lot of good stuff happened this week. A lot of good stuff.
I a lot of good wrestling.
A lot of good
A lot of
wrestling.
good stuff.
So we are gonna go. Where's the damn thing? There it goes.
Who is the first wrestler?
All right. First match up for the Clash of Champions 2019, which will be on
Qu-
tonight at 7 o'clock.
Question: does this have a pre-show or no?
They have not mentioned it, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
So first match most likely would be the Cruiserweight Championship match,
Ah, you're right. I forgot all
and
about
possibly the women's tag match.
that. Okay.
I hope not, because Alexa
Elevate
Bliss
that
isn't
spot.
gonna
Get
be
on
there.
that show. That main card.
Anyway,
That DVD money.
we got Drew Gulak versus Humberto Carrillo versus Lince Dorado. Who you got?
Like I said, I think if he goes to NXT, I think Lindsay is a shoe in.
Lince?
I would love for him to win.
I think Lince wins, but with dirty tactics.
I can see that, but he's kind of like a badass. He's not like a heel yet. You know what I mean?
And
He seems like
I
he's
think
not
he's
taking
gonna go
shit.
full heel.
I don't know. I feel like he's just got a chip on his shoulder for right now. Um, but I can also see Humberto winning, and I can also see Nice. I mean, not Nice. I'm just
Gulak.
Gulak keeping his shit together. I don't know.
I'd say Gulak.
I would say I feel in my gut that this is Lindsay's time.
Okay.
The Golden Links will shine.
Okay. WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Seeing that as Clash of Champions, every title is on the line.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Fire and Desire.
Like I said, if it wasn't for SmackDown, I would be all for Fire and Desire. Right now, I don't care. I don't want them to
I
win.
got Bliss and Nikki Cross winning.
I they've turned me off to them with that terrible writing. They have to show me that there was going to be enjoyable content for me to watch
Yeah.
if you give them the championships.
And
And what they showed me was like, oh, that's not
I
good.
think Alexa and Nikki Cross are doing a good job as tag champs.
Me too. Me too.
And I think they're working great together. I want them to develop some tag moves though.
Hey, they've got gear. They got
They're
t-shirts.
getting there. They're getting there. Little by little.
Uh,
Intercontinental Championship match: Shinsuke Nakamura versus The Miz.
Like I said, when the Miz comes to calling, I think he's gonna get that belt, that
Uh,
IC championship.
I got Nakamura because of Sami Zayn helping him win.
Okay, I could definitely
Uh,
see either side.
SmackDown Tag Team Championship match: New Day versus the Revival.
I feel like it could go either way. With the way it is, they're not even okay. Let me ask you: since Xavier was hurt, has he come back and they've discussed the status of his quote unquote
No,
injury? No, I don't know if that's gonna play a factor.
I think what they're gonna. I think New Day is coming back and they're coming back with vengeance. So I think you're not gonna get the silly New Day for this match.
Mm.
They're gonna be serious and they're gonna want to take some heads because both of them got taken out.
I just wonder how they're gonna play it.
They're gonna be serious. They're just gonna dominate.
No,
And
not them. I mean, story wise, like, are they gonna continue the angle with the that he's hurt? Like, I'm trying to see if are there any chinks in the armor of the New Day that they're gonna that they have shown already that make it reasonable for them to lose. And I have to say right now, I'm wondering, and I think that they might use that as a reason to get them because I think they might attack his leg. He
yeah,
might be out. Or this could be the time for Big E to shine, like put
yeah.
Xavier on the sidelines and just have Big E go, clean house.
Uh,
That'd be awesome.
I'm all for that. I got the New Day.
I got to do that. I got to do that.
But then again, I have a feeling Randy Orton's winning tonight.
I think he's gonna win, but I don't think that's gonna affect the New Day.
But I think
I mean,
I
the
think he's gonna
revival.
win, and then Kofi takes it back at Hell in a Cell.
They're not done. I don't think they're done.
I don't think
So
they're
you
done.
could be right.
So again, I'll take the New Day.
You know what I would like though? just the three versus the three
Yeah,
at one point. That would they need to just do it on a big stage, and unfortunately, you can't do that because they all have championships involved.
yeah,
Because I don't feel like doing that fight on an episode of SmackDown does it justice. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So that's the only thing. But yeah, I think when it comes to the New Day and Revival, I think New Day is gonna take it.
Okay. United States Championship match: AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander.
I think Seth is gonna take it.
I think Cedric's time,
Yep.
and I think that might take match of the night.
I hope so, dude. Trying to think of the card. What else could possibly be that? Maybe Gable and Corbin.
See the well, that is not on the
'Cause I want
card.
to see. I want to see that
It's
dynamic.
not on the card though. It's
It's
on
not.
Raw.
Wait. Oh, they're not doing the match on the pay per view.
No, it's on Raw.
Oh,
That pissed
shit.
me off too.
Wow. Okay. 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 All right. All right. If that's it, then okay.
Next match, Raw Tag Team Championship: Seth
Seth
Ziggler,
Ziggler. Hey.
Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode.
I think that new team's gonna take it. I think Rudolph is taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
The one title, not one non-championship match: Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan.
Is there any way that Roman Reigns loses this match?
I I
Realistically.
feel he loses with the actual person that will finally come clean and shit.
Well, technically, Rowan said it was him. He said he was proud of it on last SmackDown. He came out, he gave his
Maybe he lied.
very intelligent speech. This is true. This is true.
Motherfuckers lie.
Oh
I
shit!
got
He
you know
said it
what?
because he was mad.
Yeah.
He said it, that's it.
I don't know. Reigns, I guess.
Daniel Bryan interference?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Maybe,
know.
maybe get babyface turn Daniel Bryan.
He helps Roman win.
Yeah. And then he
Uh,
beats him with a chair.
oh shit! I still think there's a chance fake Roman shows up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Roman Reigns' music's gonna play. He's not gonna show up. He'll be like, "Oh my god, what happened?" And then they're gonna go to the back, and he's gonna be laid out. And he'll be like, "It couldn't have been Eric Rowan. He's in the ring." So I think something like that's gonna happen.
I think there's a 24/7 title thing on the
Defense,
pre-show.
like a straight up match.
Yeah, I think it's
What?
I think it's gonna be like a all in like kind of match.
Shout outs to R Truth dodging the crooked cops.
That was funny.
They tried to. You a ref and a popo. Oh hell.
Oh man. SmackDown Women's Championship match: Bayley versus Charlotte Flair.
This is the chance to elevate Bailey.
Bayley. I got Bayley.
I think she's gonna win. But like I said, Charlotte's just been beasting, dude.
Yeah, I
It's
think she
hard to
needs the
take
belt.
anybody beating her seriously.
Yeah, but I
Like,
don't think she needs the
dude,
belt.
I don't think she needs it, but it's just like for what they've portrayed for the past few weeks, it just looks like she's just running through everybody.
Yeah.
She'll catch you with a boot, a natural selection, or she'll put you in the fucking figure eight. It's just like she's got so many moves in the arsenal. You know what I mean? More wrestlers should be like Charlotte.
Yeah.
Have three finishes.
Raw Women's Championship match: Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks.
I want Sasha to win, but I don't think it's gonna be now.
I think I
I don't think
think
it's gonna be
Bailey
now.
costs. I think Bailey interferes, but it's gonna be like a kind of a quick win or something like that.
I don't think she's gonna win now. I really feel it.
Okay.
I think Sasha's not winning.
I think this is also a match that could be match of the night. Becky versus Sasha Banks. They haven't touched hands in a long time. They have a lot of good chemistry.
Okay. As long as Sasha don't try to fly out the ring,
She
please.
is.
Oh Lord,
But you know what? She's working heel. She gotta stop that shit.
you're right. You're right.
WWE Championship match: Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton.
I think Randall Keith Orton is gonna get the championship. That's number 14.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I don't think Kingston's losing just yet.
I see how does okay if they continue to feud to the next pay per view, which is Hell in a Cell, right?
Yeah, then I think he has to get the belt back. I think this is gonna have like a
Like
shady. I don't think it's gonna be a clean win.
the thing about okay, here's the thing I heard about Kofi is that he is on the way to beating Jinder Mahal's record.
Yeah,
And I think they want that, which, I have not heard anybody in the WWE say that. I've heard, obviously, fans brought it up. And if you count it, it's actually true. The amount of days is almost past Jinder Mahal. And I guess he's been gone. I don't know what happened to him. I think they just don't acknowledge his accomplishments anymore. And it would seem okay to have Kofi have that belt for a long time.
yeah,
Also, just from like a PR move, having Kofi Kingston have that belt for a long, long time seems like a good move.
yeah,
But story wise, I feel like Randy's just he's gonna get him.
yeah.
He's gonna get him, and then the feud will continue. And how do you feel at Hell in a Cell if it was to be go down like you said? You think that's a better outcome of Kofi beating him in a Hell in a Cell? Because it's not just a regular match. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, I think if Randy takes the belt now, I think Kofi has to get it back at Hell in a Cell.
Mm-hmm.
And you need that bigger match, a bigger stage for it. But if you're gonna keep Kofi with the belt, I think Randy will lose, but it will be kind of a shady way to lose. Like, I think there's gonna be shit that's gonna happen. I think the revival is gonna try to interfere and things like that. It's gonna be a big shit of what's gonna
Maybe the
happen.
New Day comes down, it turns into a big
Maybe
mess.
the New Day causes him the belt.
That would be ridiculous. That would. I would something like that. I don't have faith in them doing though.
Yeah,
I don't see them messing with the formula
yeah,
of the New Day. So, but I think Randall Keith Orton is going to take that belt.
yeah.
Yep.
Who else? And then you got the main event, Universal Championship match: Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman.
I would love for Braun to win that belt. I would,
I think it's
because
time.
how many times is he going to get there and lose? You know what I mean? Like, or just almost get there. Ah, I'll tell you straight up. I think this whole build has made Braun look better than Seth.
Yeah,
It really like the things that have happened have been more favorable for Braun Strowman. The things in the ring, him just demolishing everybody, him, you know what I mean? Like it just seems tailor made to have you look at Braun like, oh, he's still good. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He's still a force, and I would love it. I like Braun Strowman. You know what I mean? But I
I
don't. I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's
so this is what I think is gonna happen. I think the tag match, Braun Strowman costs them the belts, as in he will attack Seth Rollins and power slam him like 3 or 4 times.
happening.
Then going to their match, he's just gonna destroy him, and then you
that
have
would
Braun
be
Strowman as a heel again.
that would be awesome. I don't think they're gonna do it, but I want what you just said to happen.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
I
That's my
want
prediction.
I want the Bella ring. Seth be the legal man. Braun just walks in the ring and power slams him 5 times.
Yeah,
And then Dolph Ziggler is standing on the other side of the ring with a shocked face, like, what? Oh my God. He just takes the belt. I mean, just great. Him and Robert Roode just like have a look of elation on their faces. They're happy. They're jumping up and down. They're like, this is the best news ever. And they just gingerly pin Seth Rollins because he's out.
like thank you.
Take the tag titles, like yeah, say thank you to Braun, and to just leave, just happy as shit. That'd be amazing.
I would like to see Seth Ziggler and Rude pick him back up, super kick him, and then
Oh
DDT him.
shit,
Yeah,
that's messed up.
I'm just gonna destroy Seth Rollins. This would be the night Seth Rollins gets destroyed.
Man,
All
that
right,
would be awesome.
so that'll wrap. I guess that's it.
Yes sir, yes sir.
This is our predictions for Clash of Champions, which are on tonight. We will have our full review next week on the Wrestling Babble podcast and the week
Mm-hmm.
of wrestling news and everything else in the middle in between. Last little bit of news: AEW did confirm that there is a game in the works. The face scans were for a game, not for action figures.
Okay,
There
okay.
is rumors of Omega contacting the AKI company, but I have a feeling it is the Ukes project that's working on the game.
Oh come on, Kenny, come on, get it, get
So
those
we'll
guys.
see what happens, but there's always room for more wrestling games. So
Oh, especially one made by the AKI people. Please find them. Please.
Yeah, and hopefully they still got their skills.
Oh my god. Please.
Because if they don't,
Please.
then it's just gonna be such a disappointment.
Yeah, but you know what? They made like 6 of those games.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to fuck with that formula.
that's true.
I hope they just please just slap a new coat of paint.
Yeah.
We need
Also,
it.
WWE 2K20 showed a couple of their entrances during the week. They showed, I think it was Becky Lynch,
They showed Samoa Joe. I know.
Samoa Joe, Buddy Murphy was shown, Ali was shown, and I think it was it was a lady. It was a girl.
Was it Sasha Banks?
Sasha.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Please follow us on all our social medias, and please follow our show as is live right now on Twitch TV. Give us a follow. Follow all our social medias. I'm Work with the Mic on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, uh,
Twitch.
Twitch TV, YouTube, and yeah, all and SoundCloud. All Merc with the Mic. Follow Red Cyclone Inc. on all the social medias: Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, WordPress, YouTube, which he has some Monster Hunter videos.
Check that out.
Did you catch the monster you was looking for?
Yes, I did.
Were
I
you
did catch him.
Were you happy?
I'm wearing him right now.
Did you teabag him?
No, no. We show respect to the monsters.
Yeah.
But I wear your clothes. I wear your skin when I'm done with you,
I wear your skin. Your skin warms me.
like a mask on my face.
And WordPress follows our Facebook pages on the Wrestling Babble and the Recycling page as well. Please like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I'm actually buying a T-shirt press and
Oh, okay.
things like that. I thought someone saw a good price. I saw how to make it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck around. I'm gonna try to do some MTA shirts and shit and sell them on the
Okay.
side. But should have some T-shirts for the Wrestling Babble and the Recycling stuff. I
Nice,
have
nice.
2 artists messing around with new logos and everything like that too. So we
Mm-hmm.
got some more stuff coming. So
For
definitely
sure.
check us out. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
You got them sandwiches, man.
I need a sandwich. I'm fucking hungry. Peace out. Later. Maybe Jenkins has one. I'm gonna knock on his
Shit.
door and just
Go
take
get
it
'em.
out of his hands. Peace out. Stay tuned for it gets better podcast at 2 o'clock. Peace
Yep,
out.
yep.
Laters.